Hello, today I got the chance to go back to worship with my friends at church. And it was so awesome. I mean, we couldn't hug or handshake, so we had to do elbow bumps or just wave. And when worship time came, I sat in a chair at this. They had these designated places with chairs for people to sit. And across the aisle from me was a good friend I've known for many years, he and his wife. And their little son, he's about 2 years old. And he was, kind of being silly, during services. And he would look to me and he'd start making faces. I'd make faces back and that sort of thing. And yeah, I know I should have been focusing on church, but, well, Anyway, and I was watching him, and I was thinking how I remember being his age and being in the church building and seeing my dad preach. And I thought, I wonder if he's going to have the same experiences I had as a kid. And I thought how much I loved to ride my bike when I was a kid. And then I thought about if he rode a bike in his neighborhood, he might be accused of stealing that bike because he's black. And I remember going to the park to play basketball with my friends when I was a kid. And, someone might get the idea that there's a street gang there. And this just ought not to be, people. It just ought not to be. Until that moment, I'd never had an emotional attachment to my own privilege and someone else's societal disadvantage based solely on the color of their skin. That just ought not to be. And we started singing this song called Nailed to the Cross. And you can look at the lyrics, it's a beautiful hymn. And I was listening to that hymn and looking at this young boy and just started to cry like a baby. And when service was over, I went up to his father and mother and I explained about why I was crying. And I said, I wish I had a magic wand to make everything okay, but I don't. But what I can do, I said, I'm going to pray for your little son. I'm going to pray for him every single day by name for the rest of my life. Someday when I'm old and gray and maybe in a hospital with tubes tied up for me, I'll be thinking about that young man. And maybe if we all took time to pick out individual, especially young black men in America, to pray for our friends and our neighbors, church members, that it will make a difference. The effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. I do not claim to be righteous by any means, but I do believe God hears me and that God heals. That's my encouragement for the day. Have a good day.